in the mid 1960s. So this drought was creating quite a problem in the region. This is where we are as of October 17th this year. This is from the US Drought Monitor. The drought has not yet gone away. The high plains up in the mountain states, it's reestablished itself down in the southern plains and in the far southwest. But this drought is just unlike previous ones which went away when the La Nina ended. This one is just carrying on. So to conclude, the major research advance in recent years is that we've learned how North American droughts have been forced by tropical sea surface temperatures and the dynamics by which that has occurred. The tree ring records have really been developed in recent years, and we've found that there were these in the past, 1,000 years ago, there were a whole series of mega droughts that dwarfed in persistence anything we've seen in the instrumental record. So we know that things can get worse than we've seen in the 20th century or the 19th century. Climate projections for the future show that the southwest, northern Mexico, will shift to a new climate of perpetual dust bowl aridity, and that is due to begin right now or has already begun. And in terms of rapid climate change, this is no longer just a subject for futuristic movies or for our children. This is a current day problem that we need to deal with. And a few months ago, Andy Revkin, who writes not very well for the New York Times, he's their science correspondent, was on NPR being interviewed and talking about the Al Gore movie and so on. And he just dismissed Al Gore's movie, which I haven't seen, and but anyway, as alarmist, and I'm sure maybe some of it is. He kept saying that rapid climate change is really a problem for the next generation. We need to do something about it, but it's not a problem for us right now. And I really disagree with that. And when we look at these projections for precipitation in the West and in the Mediterranean region, this is something that is really going to be significant now, and the immediate future in the next few years to a decade or so is very worrying. So that's it.
We are running out of time, but we have about 5 minutes or so to take questions, and they can be already posed to Richard and myself. Before doing that, I wanted to hopefully introduce Richard. I was managing the PowerPoint. I forgot that Richard is a senior research scientist at Vermont, and he actually got his degree there, and he's working there since. He got his degree in 1990, which is just 2 years in Seattle. So, any questions for Richard or myself?
I just want to know because in the article and when you said that in the Lord Southwest table, what the social implications are. And the rapid development going on in Southwest.
Well, people actually, unlike me, actually do a lot about the social implications. But in the Southwest, frankly, everyone forgets that even in a state like Arizona or New Mexico, 90% of the water is used for agriculture. So only 10% by the tip. So yes, there's been a huge increase of population. All our fastest growing cities back there. But people in the desert Southwest by themselves are not a problem. If you convert farmland in the Southwest to a suburban tract, you reduce the water. So the future of the Southwest should be urban development and ending agriculture. Growing cotton in Arizona and subsidizing it to the detriment of cotton farmers in Western Africa with the food on it's stupid. And there will be a conflict played out. The rational solution is people okay, agriculture in the high desert, stupid. And then the water, then there'll be enough water. Agriculture is hugely powerful, but it's not going to happen.
Very quickly on the north, what you will see is a whole change of life. You're removing a lot of the ice. People travel differently, hunt differently, the infrastructure has to be rebuilt, so that there will be a tremendous impact on society in their whole way to look at life and to conduct their life.
Regarding the ice cover in the agreement, is there a point where you have a situation where,
they have not now been exposed to sufficient amounts of darker earth, and you have the loosely structural sectors that have nothing to increase dramatically. Is there something suggesting of that sort? That's not moving here. It's not built into the models yet, but this is one of the effects that probably is used or introduces among the other one is that if we have enough meltwater at the surface, it trickles into the cracks and it can sort of split off ice, chunks of ice much more rapidly. So we really have not a very good understanding of the decay of an ice sheet when it's sort of exposed to thermal forcing for a significant period of time. And we are just starting to understand where non-reality comes down. Any other questions? So what seems to be the case, I want to mention that the next seminar is 1 week from now in Lermachau in the Tower Room, and it will be organized by Elliot Clark from the Architecture School. It will be on urban development, and there will be 4 speakers who will cover different aspects of these topics. So I hope many of you will visit that seminar.